Currently, we're working towards a June 26th reopening date.
The curtain will go up at Landmark Cinemas in Alberta, just not this Friday. While movie theaters have been given the green light, for many it will take a couple of weeks before staff can safely fire up the projectors and popcorn machines.
We did some surveys and we were quite optimistic about the number of staff that expressed an interest and an intent to return. And then initiating that training, completing that takes about a week to finish all of that with their staff, getting the PPE in place, and then able to reopen later this month.
Social distancing will be part of the experience, along with a 100-person seating cap, with the extra legroom varying between theaters.
Location with conventional seats, we're going to be down to about 25% of the seating capacity available to customers to reserve their seats in advance. In St. Albert, as an example, we're going to be down to about 45% of those recliners.
I just saw the most amazing thing in my entire life!
And you can expect to see some very familiar names on the marquee, as the first films hitting the silver screen will include classics and recent hits like Bad Boys 3.
We're watching some theaters that are open in Texas and in the U.S., an example, to see what customers are responding to. And so Goonies, as an example, has been one of the biggest hits that people have been keen to, I assume, bring their families and kids and see it again.
What is your name? Soldier?
Hua Jun, Commander, son of Hua Zhou.
Some big budget projected hits are still slated to open mid to late July, but that may depend on if other provinces have allowed theaters to reopen and if there's enough seating to make it worthwhile.
In some other provinces, it's being bantered around at restrictions of 50 and for the complex or 30 for the auditoriums. It's quite difficult to imagine how we'll successfully reopen in some of those.
And what about future blockbusters that have been paused in the wake of the pandemic? Well, production is slowly starting to return, but what that means for the industry and summer 2021 remains to be seen.
British Columbia has released the opportunity to start filming in production again, but with distancing limitations. And so the bigger question is, what will distancing limitations look like on a film set around the world? And so what will the cost of production be?
In Edmonton, Courtney Theriault, City News.